In a small, quiet town near the mountains, there was a tiny old shop with a wooden sign that said, "The Clockmaker." Inside the shop, hundreds of clocks hung on the walls. Large grandfather clocks, small desk clocks, and bright golden pocket watches. Every single clock sounded slightly different, creating a gentle rhythm. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. The owner of the shop was an old man named Samuel. Samuel had warm brown eyes and worked with great patience. People in the town loved Samuel because he did not just fix broken clocks. He listened to people's stories. One cold afternoon, a young man named Oliver opened the shop door. A small silver bell chimed above him. Oliver looked exhausted. His shoulders were slouched, and his eyes were full of worry. "Good afternoon, young man," Samuel said, looking up from his workbench with a gentle smile. "How can I help you today?" Oliver pulled a small, heavy silver watch from his pocket and placed it on the counter. "My watch has stopped working, sir. I dropped it yesterday, and now the hands will not move at all. Can you fix it quickly? I am in a huge hurry." Samuel picked up the silver watch carefully. He examined it through his magnifying glass. He turned a small wheel on the side, but the hands remained still. "I can fix it," Samuel replied softly, "but it will take time. Real craftsmanship cannot be rushed." Oliver sighed deeply and sat down on a small wooden chair. "Everything in my life is taking too much time, Samuel. I am working so hard every day, but I feel like I am falling behind everyone else. My friends have great jobs, beautiful houses, and clear plans for the future. Meanwhile, I feel stuck. I feel like my life clock has stopped, just like this watch." Samuel listened quietly. He walked to the back of his shop and brought out two different clocks. One was a small, bright digital clock that blinked rapidly, counting seconds with incredible speed. The other was an antique, handcrafted wooden wall clock with a heavy brass pendulum swinging slowly back and forth. Samuel placed both clocks on the table in front of Oliver. "Look at these two clocks, Oliver," Samuel said. "The digital clock moves fast. It shows every single millisecond. It reminds you of every passing second, making you feel anxious and rushed." Oliver nodded. "Yes, that is exactly how I feel every single day." "Now," Samuel continued, "look at this wooden clock. The pendulum moves slowly, but with strength and grace. It does not try to race against other clocks. It simply focuses on its own steady beat. It knows that every tick has a purpose." Samuel opened the back of Oliver's silver watch with a small screwdriver. Inside, dozens of tiny wheels, springs, and gears were tightly connected. "You see, Oliver," Samuel explained while gently cleaning a tiny gear. "A watch is like a human life. It is made of many small pieces working together. If one gear tries to move too fast, the entire system breaks. If a gear feels stuck, it does not mean the watch is ruined forever. It simply means it needs a little bit of cleaning, oil, and patience." Oliver watched Samuel's hands work with precision. "So, how do I fix my own life gear?" Oliver asked softly. Samuel looked up and smiled warmly. "First, stop comparing your clock to someone else's clock. Your friend's journey is running on their own time. Your journey is running on yours. Some flowers bloom early in spring, while others bloom late in summer, but both are beautiful." He picked up a drop of clear oil and placed it carefully inside the watch. "Second," Samuel added, "focus on the present moment. Worrying about tomorrow steals the energy you need for today. Take small, steady steps, just like the pendulum. Progress is progress, no matter how slow." Samuel put the back of the watch back together and turned the small wheel. Suddenly, A soft, steady sound filled the quiet shop. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The silver hands began to move smoothly across the white face of the watch. Oliver stared at the watch in amazement. He picked it up and held it close to his ear. The steady rhythm felt comforting, almost like a heartbeat. "How much do I owe you, Samuel?" Oliver asked, reaching for his wallet. Samuel shook his head gently. "No money today, my boy. Just promise me one thing." "What is that?" Oliver asked. "Whenever you look at this watch," Samuel said, "remember that you are not late and you are not early. You are right on time. Trust your own path." Oliver felt a heavy weight lift off his chest. He smiled, thanked the old clockmaker, and stepped outside into the crisp winter air. As he walked down the street, he no longer felt the urge to hurry or compare himself to others. He put the silver watch in his pocket, took a deep breath, and took his next step forward, steady, calm, and confident.